Down to sleep waking up for a theory video. The sequel to Breath of the Wild was announced to be delayed from sometime in 2022 to spring 2023. But let's face it, it was pretty obvious that that was going to happen at this point. I'm just glad we have a slightly smaller release window and that the Zelda team got the time needed to make this game as much of a masterpiece as its predecessor. But that's not what I want to talk about. Let's talk about the new footage Nintendo dropped on our heads. There's not much to go over, but it's probably going to add quite a bit of speculation among the community. First off, what's going on with Link's glowing hand? My first watch, I thought it was just confirming Link to have awakened the Triforce of Courage, as the first game skipped over this part in Link's story. But if you look closely, it doesn't look like the Triforce at all. What kind of power is Link channeling through his fancy new hand? I'm sure there are a plethora of powers in his inventory, but could this one be some sort of regenerative ability? This power could be key to what we see next. Link's Master Sword. What happened to it? My guess is that when Link and Zelda venture into the cave from the first trailer, the new Calamity Awakens attacks Link, but more specifically, the Master Sword. What if it was this new threat's plan to target the Master Sword to begin with? The Sword of Legend has undoubtedly been the hero's greatest tool when it comes to banishing darkness. If the new evil took notice of Calamity Ganon's downfall, it would only make sense for it to target the Sacred Blade. Maybe they're even aware of the history behind the sword, and how it has been used countless times against evil. Taking action and destroying the sword undoubtedly gives them the edge over Link. So, how does Link beat evil without the Blade of Evil's Bane? He has set on a journey to repair it. I think the sequel will undoubtedly be about Link repairing the sword, and maybe even awakening Fi's voice inside the sword. Maybe Fi will even act as a guide for Link as he soars from one sky island to the next, searching for the necessary power to repair the Sword of Legend. In the trailer, it looks like Link's hand is directly connected to some altar he's using to repair the Master Sword. What do you think? Is Link in the act of repairing the sword in the trailer? Can he hear Fi's voice just as Zelda could? How did the sword take such a massive amount of damage? Let me know in the comments.